Hello, Education 500, Education 380. Hope you're having a great week. A few things just to kind of go over. This is actually a really straightforward week. I know I gave you a little break from my videos last week with the lesson plannings. Couple things. I should have all the tech stuff graded and caught up sometime Monday, maybe Monday evening, but I'm going to try my best. I'm recording this on the 14th Sunday. Um, Shouldn't have a problem doing that. Sorry, small hiccup. Shouldn't have a problem having that done. I don't think the lesson planning brainstorming activity. Might be a little behind. No, well, I don't want to say behind because they were just submitted and are not even due yet as I'm recording this. I'll try to have those done sometime during the week though. But all the tech should be pretty well caught up. This week, there's nothing groundbreaking as far as tech. I am just going to share a few things and then kind of go over where we are and what you need to do. One, this week is basically just one thing as far as what's actually due. I know it says on there that there is a blog due. Don't worry about the blog. I'm actually going to go in and just give everyone credit for doing the blog. And the reason why is what you're going to be doing when we come back from what you're going to be doing when we come back from Thanksgiving break. It's kind of related to a blog. You're going to be looking at various texts from your field. And that was kind of what the blog was related to. I felt like it was a repetitive activity. So you don't have to worry about the blog. I'm just going to give you credit for it because you're going to be doing it kind of anyway when you come back, just in a broader detail. So don't worry about the blog, as it says there. Discussion 10 is really the main thing that you have to do this week, but I'm going to add a little caveat to that in a recommendation. You're just going to look at some VR type stuff. I put some VR examples up here, some VR articles, but I want you to kind of think in a dream situation, how would you use VR? Do you think it's valid or anything like that? So there's a couple articles that you can click right there. And actually I won't, sorry, I'm not looking at it through student view, but they're on the discussion board and they're right there. Check them out. Here's some more examples if you want to check those out. That I know that link will work because it's set up as a link. And there's some other things you can check out. But VR, I'm not going to sit here and kid you. Some schools that are well to do might have some versions of this, but some do not. But check it out. It's pretty cool. That's what you're going to be writing on. The other thing this week, just because I know things get crunched, and that's one reason why I kind of try to pump the brakes a little bit before we get to Thanksgiving. You've had a lot due. That brainstorming activity I know takes a little bit of time. You'll have done a lot of tech, a lot of things like that. I'd like to give everyone a little bit of time to do one thing before it's due. The Apple and Google certification. I know those are not due until finals week. It's basically your final. But it does take a little bit of a block of time to do. I don't know how everyone's schedules are working this week, but I put it up there. It's not due this week. You can see it's not due. A couple of people have already done it, but it might not be a bad idea to pick one or the other to do if you can. I think everyone that's done it's no big deal. I think someone had a little problems registering with Google about a month ago. I think I replied back. I never heard back. I assumed it got fixed. But if you have problems, swing by my office. I'm in from 10 to 12 tomorrow, actually, Monday. And of course, just email. I've got a few teaching observations during the week. So after Monday, you might want to email me just to make sure we're on the same page as far as meeting up. But by and large, you can do Google or Apple. Apple free, Google $10. You don't have to pass it. You just have to attempt it. So it's a good resume thing, in my opinion. But you can just submit the proof that you did it. I wanted to make sure you had a little bit of time to do that before we come back, because you'll have another tech assignment when we come in. So just a little, I guess, free time. How you're all going to be K through 12 educators. Sometimes you like to give a little bit of free time, or I shouldn't say free time. You like to give a little bit of class time to make sure that everyone has the time they need to get something done or at least help out. But check out the VR. If you have time, work on the Google certifications. Also, I just went to a virtual conference, and presented last weekend. That was one reason why I have to admit I was a little tight on time, and I thought that was a good week, that if I couldn't do a video, it would have been last week. But I figured I'd bring something back. I went to a tech session, and one thing that they provided was 50 nifty tech tools. A lot of them are more up to date. check this out. These are the family. It was actually a husband and wife team that actually presented. Um, they had a lot of cool things on here. Some of it we've done, like Edpuzzle, but like Kugel, that was a really cool science thing. As you can see, they do things where they break out flow maps and all. Freckle, just, check this out. There was a lot of neat things on it. The other thing about it, GimKit was something we've looked at. There was a lot of science and math on here, and sometimes I do worry because those are not my wheelhouse, that I do all wrong with, like, I don't say do you wrong. Um, I don't have the background on that with some of the cool tech with that, so to speak. So, you might want to check it out in case it's on there, because when we come back, you have something called Fun Tech Review, where you're going to pick 2 things in your field, or you think you can use in your field or area. If you're elementary, you can pick any area. And you're going to actually do like a write-up and say what you like and what you don't like. And it has to be a little more detailed than the blog. I'm also going to, let me see if I haven't pulled up. I'll also have a list that I always keep a list, and I'm actually going to go through and do this and update this from them, the nifty tech. But you can go through maybe some tech we didn't do. Like, for example, if you did Nearpod instead of Pear Deck and you want to do Pear Deck, that's fine. We'll talk about that though when we come back. But this is another list, and the Fun Tech Review is actually up. There's some other ones, but we'll talk about all that when we come back. So for this week, pretty easy week, I think. Kind of cruise into turkey time. You just need to really worry about checking out the discussion board. Pretty simple. Make sure you got the Google certification. If you have time, I would maybe try to knock that out, because everyone knows finals time sometimes gets a little crazy. But if not, you have until the 5th. Check out some of the cool tech, and when we come back, you're going to actually do some stuff with some of these odd techs that we haven't got to do any much with. The other thing is there was one other thing. 500. This is not 380. Don't forget, you do have a paper assignment, and I think I've already reached out to you. I'm pretty flexible as long as I can get that before finals week. I'm not going to lose my mind over. I think that's it. Not, like I say, not a big week. I just wanted to make sure to touch base. Don't worry about blog 10. Get discussion board. I'm giving you the head nod. Blog 10, no. Discussion board 10, yes. Check out Google or Apple certification. And if you have time, check out the nifty tech tools and experiment. I know a lot of you are in the field right now, probably for 370 or 443. So it's kind of still crunch time a little bit. So, let's get there. I'm busy also. We'll pump the brakes. We'll come back for a week, kind of reset, do the fun tech. It's fun. And then we'll kind of finish this thing out. So that should do it. So I hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone's surviving. If you're like me, I think you're probably ready for a break. I'm definitely ready for a break. Videos have been good. I've been reviewing them. I haven't posted the grades up yet, but like I say, I'll try to get all that done. With all that being said, I'm going to let everyone go. Have a great week. And if you have any questions, contact anytime. We'll stop the recording, wave goodbye.